All right, so in this third video, we're going to look at a really key idea and an important part of this section, which is using temperature conversion. So there's two main ways around the globe that we measure temperature and we report the temperature. In the United States, we typically use Fahrenheit. In a lot of other countries, especially in Europe, they use Celsius. And so there's a formula to convert from degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius. So if you know the Fahrenheit temperature, you can plug that value in and you can determine the Celsius temperature. So in example 3, we're asking you to solve this temperature formula for F. What if we knew the Celsius temperature and we wanted to know what that equaled in Fahrenheit? So again, just like before, I'm going to rewrite my formula. C equals 5 over 9 times F minus 32. Now, in order to solve this, we see those parentheses, and that should make you remember there's going to be multiplying, we're going to be distributing if there's something out in front. And there's a fraction. And so the opposite of multiply is divide. And so we could divide by 5/9, but when you talk about fractions, the inverse of a fraction is really its reciprocal. So what we can do is multiply each side of my fraction by the reciprocal of 5 over 9, which is 9 over 5. And by doing that, the 5's cancel and the 9's cancel. And so now we have 9 over 5 times Celsius is going to equal F minus 32. Well, to get F alone right now, because we're subtracting 32, the opposite would be add 32. So if I add 32 to each side, the 32 minus 32 cancels. We end up with 9 over 5 Celsius plus 32 equals Fahrenheit. So to solve the temperature formula for F, for Fahrenheit, we did all our work. We're just going to rewrite it as F equals 9 over 5 Celsius plus 32, which is helpful because now in problem example 4, they're asking you which has the greater temperature, the sun, which has a value of 11,000 degrees Fahrenheit, or lightning, which has a value of 30,000 degrees Celsius. And so we have to convert one of them into the other so that we can compare them. So you could go ahead if you know the the original formula. Celsius equals 5 over 9 times F minus 32. And we could do that. So we could convert the sun into a Celsius temperature. So C is going to equal 5 over 9. Instead of F, we're going to put 11,000 minus 32. And then you're going to solve that equation and answer the question.